This is a screencast for multiply and divide powers using integer exponents. After watching the screencast, you should be able to simplify expressions using integer exponents. Prior to this lesson, you should be comfortable with using the rules of exponents when we were using them with natural numbers or our counting numbers. In this lesson, we're going to see how we can use those same rules with our integers. And after we become comfortable using the rules of exponents with integers, a next possible lesson might be to use the rules of exponents with rational exponents. So a quick review of some of our rules of exponents. Our first is our product rule. When you have two numbers with the same base being multiplied, you end up just adding the exponents. Likewise, when we're looking at our quotient rule, two numbers with the same base with exponents, to simplify, you end up subtracting the exponents. Some new concepts would be raising a number to the 0 power, and when you do that, your answer is 1. And our concept of negative exponents, when you have a number raised to a negative exponent, it acts as a reciprocal function, or you put 1 over that value, making the exponent positive. And we have the standard rules. These always apply only to bases that are not 0, and we are focusing only on when our exponents are integers. So let's take a look at two examples using integer exponents. So here's an example of the quotient rule, and what we have learned for the quotient rule is you have two numbers with the same base, we will subtract the exponents. Well, subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding, so we would have p to the 4th power, and that would be our final answer. In another example, we are using the product rule. When you multiply two numbers with the same base, you end up adding the exponents. So we would be looking at q to the negative 9th power. It is the mathematician's preferred way to write an answer with only positive exponents. We tend not to keep the answers with negative exponents. So this would not be our final answer. We would be expected to do one more step, and that would be to take the reciprocal. So when we take the reciprocal, our final answer would be 1 over q to the 9th. So those are two examples that illustrate how we might simplify expressions using integer exponents.